From One Biloxi Square, Studio A in Lake Worth, Texas. Welcome in, everybody, to the Grandpa and Pappy Show.
That's fact.
It is a show that we have dedicated to our dads.
Yeah.
Because of Father's Day coming up Sunday.
I love this kind of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have affectionately named today's program as Father Knows Best. I used to watch that show all the time.
The only time of the year we
Robert
get by
Young.
with saying that.
Yeah, Robert Young was
Robert
starring,
Young.
Jane Wyatt.
Yeah, that was Dr. Marcus Welby, too, wasn't it? Robert Young?
Yeah. Billy Gray was on there, and Eleanor Parker. That's the daughter's name.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Buffy wasn't on that show.
No.
Okay.
Buffet. Thank you.
Buffet.
So, how's it going today, big boy?
Going good, amigo. How about yourself?
Well, it's another week. Yeah. Show number 42 today. Can you believe that when we started this?
You're getting old, man.
Man.
Wow. How you doing, Special K?
Doing good.
By God.
She's worked her tail end off on this thing, and we'll have a special montage of all your dad's pictures coming up to close out the show today.
That's why I brought her a treat today. She works hard for
very
us.
Good. Found out some interesting things about Father's Day before we get into things. Let's see, Father's Day officially began in 1910 in Spokane, Washington, where 27-year-old Sonora Dodd proposed it as a way to honor the man who raised her when her mom died in childbirth.
Oh, man.
Dodd was at a church service thinking about how grateful she was for her father when she had the idea for Father's Day, which would mirror Mother's Day, but be celebrated in June, which was her dad's birthday month. Interesting, huh?
Cool.
Yeah, the interest and movement grew for years, but didn't gain national event status until 1924 under former President Calvin Coolidge.
So he was a father himself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The census data shows there are more than 70.1 million dads in the U.S. About a third of them are married with kids under 18.
And the other 2/3 are hiding from the child support collector.
2 million fathers are single.
Yeah.
Spending on Father's Day will reach about $12.7 billion this year.
Damn.
With the average person spending about $115 on presents. That's about $2 more than last year's average. Found out some interesting things, too. Father's Day is the fourth biggest day for spending and sending greeting cards after Christmas, Valentine's, and Mother's Day.
I know I broke it off in my son's butt last night. Took us to Hop Browse for a big old fat steak.
Took advantage of it, did we?
Yeah, thank you, Jason Terry. That was most enjoyable moments. Appreciate you guys coming down and spending time with old Pops.
More than 214,000 men are stay-at-home dads. Thailand's Father's Day is celebrated in December on the birthday of King, one of those Thai kings. I can't pronounce that.
One of those
and
guys.
Everyone is required to wear yellow on that day. Oh, you'll love this one.
Yeah.
On Father's Day in Germany, men drink all day at beer gardens.
I'll drink to that.
I figured you would.
I like that.
Hey, we ask you to send in your pictures of your dads.
And once again, you stepped up.
Boy, have mercy.
You guys just blow me away. Y'all rock.
I thought in the beginning we had a few sprinkle in, and right before the deadline, we got deluged. And we're going to start some of those off right now. Father Knows Best.
Yeah, let's do.
Let's start with this picture. My dad, Archie Palmore, right there.
Yeah.
And a picture of me and him doing a little picking and grinning. That's one of the things we love to do. My dad was a very good musician.
Is that the fiddle you got?
Yes, that's the dad's fiddle that my Special K over there had redone and put in a shadow box for me to remember my dad, along with that picture you see right there.
Yeah.
We couldn't go down there unless he'd say, "Go pick up the guitar. Let's play some music."
That's good times. Get your butt out on the porch and pour me a shot of whiskey and let's get it.
That's it. Now, moving on, here's a picture of me and my dog Dolly.
Yeah.
And also a picture of me and my family.
Yeah.
Right there.
Little special K. Oh.
Yeah. That's when we first got Miss Dolly. Went and picked her up. And
Dolly's not impressed because she got in trouble today.
She got in trouble this morning, yeah.
She's slinging mud.
Then there's this one. Jason Terry sent us this picture of Pappy here and his two sons. Now, let's talk a little bit about that. What was that taken?
Actually, there's only, it's me and my eldest and my youngest, Jason, who was in town last night. In fact, he's on our last broadcast.
Yeah, it was Wednesday.
And John Bennett. This was taken probably about 6 years ago in Rockport, Texas.
Wow.
At our field office. See, I've been known to have field offices everywhere I go.
You have stock in quite a few of them,
I'll tell you what, we were King Tuts in there. Jason run that place. We could act any damn way we wanted to in there. But, yeah, a neat place. Fulton Beach Bar and Grill, the old 301 Grill, which is no longer. Hurricane Harvey wiped it out along with Jason and John and my stuff while we were there.
Jumping Jiminy.
Yeah, but we'd go there and we'd play pool and we'd carry on and drink a little bit.
All the good spots are already taken. Moving along now, here's a picture of Richard Dick Wooten, Special K's dad.
Yeah, this is my little sweet daddy.
Yeah.
He passed away 15 years ago this past May, and I miss him every single day.
Yeah.
I was the only daughter out of the three. I guess I was the tomboy of the bunch.
So
I wasn't all prissy. And
She still ain't.
we used to go fishing together all the time. He bought me my first tackle box and all my first fishing lures, and so we were buds.
So did he call you a sissy for being a cheerleader?
No.
Probably broke his heart.
No.
My
dad,
he was proud of his
he
girls.
was proud of all of us.
Yeah.
We miss him very much. Very much.
Dick was, everyone called him Dick. All the son-in-laws call him Pop.
Yeah.
Right. He served in World War II.
He was
in the Army Air Corps.
Yeah.
He was a pilot.
Yeah.
And according to him and his story, he was the backup pilot to the
Enola
original
Gay.
Enola Gay pilot. So
Really?
if it had gone south with the first one, he would have been the next one up.
They were loaded and on the runway.
Loaded and ready.
If they had have shot down the Enola Gay.
That's the ones that dropped the big bomb.
The big one.
Yeah, two of them, in fact. Yeah.
All I can say to everybody is be thankful your dads are still alive if they are.
Absolutely.
And spend every day you can.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a day that goes by I don't think.
He is he was a special person. He was special to me and all of my children.
Yeah.
My children just loved him.
It was my loss I didn't get to meet him.
Yeah.
Because he'd probably thump me in the head real quick.
He'd probably tell you
Talk
right
to my
quick.
daughter that way. Dink.
Let's see.
Up next, Cassie Terry, my little daughter-in-law, sent this picture of her dad, Rick Montemayor, who is a cool guy. Very cool guy. He's a good father. Herself and her sister, Samantha. And she also sent in a picture of her husband, my number 2 son, Jordan Terry, and my granddaughter, Natalie. Yeah, Rick.
Well, they look
Rick,
look very happy.
Oh,
there,
he's a cool guy. Jordan gets along great with that family. He does.
That's terrific.
He does.
That is terrific.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a picture. There she is, right there.
Right there.
There's my little grandbaby.
And trust me, folks, when I say that little grandbaby has Pappy wrapped around her finger.
You think?
I'm not
her
kidding
dad.
you.
Her dad too. Yeah.
Well, that's a gimme on Jordan.
He's a good father, a good husband, and an inspiration to his family. He is, and I can't brag about him enough. He's done well.
You should be very proud.
Yeah, I love you, son.
Tiffany Chestnut gave us this picture of her dad, Richard. She's pictured there with him. She says they love to deep sea fish and smoke cigars together. She said she loves her dad, and I'm sure she does.
You know, she shared this picture before at the field office, and she is proud of her papa.
Yes, she is. How about that?
Yeah. Jennifer Hoopengarner Thomas passed along this picture of her dad, Dave Hoopengarner. She said he made sure all his children were very well taken care of, which is a good thing.
Yeah.
We never needed anything, and half the time never wanted for anything either. Even though we kids in our 50s truly need something, he would make it happen. He taught me how to be a good person, and I love him wholeheartedly.
Had the pleasure of meeting him once.
Did you?
Yeah, sure did.
Cool.
Seemed like a nice guy.
Seemed like a
Jennifer, thanks for sending that in.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Anissa Criselda Martinez gave us this picture of her dad, David Martinez. She says he is the only man that has always been there for us, never turned his back on us, and continues to bless our lives. We love our father dearly. That's a nice picture.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, thanks for sending that in. You know, and that's something that I can attest to. I mean, my dad was a great dad. I mean, we were so poor growing up in Lubbock.
You and me both.
We didn't even have grass in our yard. We were so poor.
Oh my gosh. Well, we did, but the cows ate them.
Yeah, well, I don't know what was there before us, but all we had was dirt. But he did a good job raising us. And I mean, you know, he'd do it on one foot, kick it off with the other, and he often worked 2 and 3 jobs. You know, he was a Lubbock police officer, worked for Mobile Oil Company.
Wow.
And worked at Paul Inger's grocery store, who Paul Inger wound up being sheriff for a while. They caught his crooked ass and booted him out. But it was fun. I mean, times were different back then.
They really were. I mean, we were poor, but we didn't know it.
Well, you could take a stick and a rock and play all day with it.
It was like dad and mom, and I'm sure your dad and mom were the same thing. Mm-hmm. They were poor, but they always made sure we had something to eat on the table.
They had clean drawers, 3 squares a day.
Absolutely.
And was
we're living in High Hall.
And was in church every Sunday.
Yes,
by
sir.
God. Hunter Quimby honored his dad with this picture of Steve Quimby. He says, "We love the Cowboys, love smoking cigars, and smoking some barbecue." Said he's the best dad on the planet and is always there when we need him. He's the rock of the Quimby family. I'm sorry.
Hunter? Yeah. I love the way you talk about your dad every time we see you.
Even though he's an OU fan, he's a good kid. He's a good egg, old Hunter.
Yeah. Well, his dad is a big OSU fan.
Yeah, well.
And Hunter's brother, from what I understand, went to and graduated from Oklahoma State here recently.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Let's see. Jamie Ward of Mississippi gave us this picture of her dad, Vincent Gruber. He is the father of 4 children and has 10 grandchildren and 7 great-grandkids.
Yeah.
This picture was taken at Christmas. Thank you, Jamie.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
Thanks for sending that in.
Appreciate you watching up there in Mississippi.
Yeah. Daryl Bulls sent us this picture of his dad, Daryl J. Bulls, who was with us from 1909 till 1986. He says, "I miss my dad every day."
Yeah, Daryl lives up in Paris, Texas.
In Paris? Mm-hmm. That's your old stomping grounds. Huh?
Yeah, that's where I started out in radio.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Yeah, thanks for watching.
Yeah,
Daryl, we appreciate it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I think I hired Daryl.
Yeah.
To go to work at our radio station there in Paris. That's where he got a little bit of radio experience.
Yeah, we're doing. Small world.
It is a small world.
Yep.
Michaela Edwards gave us this picture of our field office doctor, Eric Hudson.
Dr. Hudson.
Here he is. He's featured here with his children, and Michaela said he's the best dad to my kids that I could ever ask for.
You know, and he is. That's probably one of the happiest families I've ever met.
Oh, yeah.
He is so good with those kids.
And, boy, if you ask him how they're doing, that smile comes on that face, and it's hard to get it off, isn't it?
Waiting on you to ask, you know. And, he brings the kiddos into the field office every once in a while.
Yeah,
Mama
sure
brings
does.
them in to say hi, and you just see Eric's face light up. Boy.
It really does.
They'll go around and share the love, too, those babies.
Yes, they will.
They're sweethearts. Great picture, great family. We love you guys, man. Let's see here. Tina Thompson Hernandez sent this picture of her dad, Don Thompson. Here he is riding his bicycle backwards in a parade. That's kind of daddy I always wanted to have, too.
That's talent, boy, right there. I'm not kidding.
Says that she is so blessed to still have him.
Boy, yes, you should be, Tina.
Enjoy every moment
look
you
at that,
can with him.
riding backwards. I love that in a parade, no doubt.
Oh, Dad just showing off in a public way, isn't he?
That just goes to show you dads have eyes in the back of their head, too.
Well,
I always thought my mother did.
My mother wasn't coordinated to ride a tricycle frontwards, let alone ride a bicycle backwards. But she'd give it hell trying.
Isn't that the truth? Let's see. Charlotte Charlie George submitted this picture of her dad, the late Dr. Joseph Weldon Smith. Dr. Smith was dearly loved and deeply missed. He passed away at the age of 45.
Wow. Thank you for your service, Doc.
Yeah.
He's an Audie Murphy-looking dude, handsome rascal.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Wow. Sherry Snow Bracewell sent these pictures to us. Here is Scott Cowboy Collins with his dad, Richard Collins. They both served in the Marine Corps. She also sent a picture of her dad, Bob Snow, along with Hank Hasselbach and Norman Bracewell. All three were veterans. Or all three were veterans.
Yeah.
We thank you for your service, guys.
Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate that very, very much.
You're a little cowboy. You remember him, don't you?
I do. Yeah. I do. I sure do. I hadn't seen him in a while.
I talked to him here the other day via text. He's in Dallas doing something.
Oh, I got
I'm sure
you.
he's still plumbing.
And then you have folks that have more than one dad, like Kim Stonecipher Morgan sent a picture of her two dads. The first is her biological dad, Ron Favors, pictured with her half-brother here, right there. And the second is her ex-stepdad, Richard Green. She says she is a very lucky girl to have two dads that she loves and adores.
Awesome. Thanks for sending that in, Kim.
That's nice to have two dads.
Pretty awesome,
yeah. In these days of having mixed,
and Cassie, my daughter-in-law's got two dads.
Yeah.
Rick and then her other dad.
Well, I considered Special K's dad my dad. He was very good to me, and we did a lot of things together, and got into business together a little bit.
Wow.
And
cool.
I had a company in Houston called Audio Productions, and he would help me secure clients.
Really?
So, yeah. So I considered myself lucky having two dads myself.
Well, you kind of had another brother in old Marco Polo down there, too.
Marco Polo, yeah. Janel Streeter passed along this picture of her dad, Russ. She says he loves spending time with his grandkids and loves to go fishing and hunting with all of his kids and grandkids too. That's a nice picture.
That's the kind of memories I want to have with Natalie.
Yeah, we're sitting here looking at the monitor just off the left of the camera so that we can keep up with the pictures here, folks. But you see these pictures. You see a lot of these pictures. Yeah. The happiness that is on these people's faces. It just makes you feel good.
Makes your heart smile.
Really, especially in all this crap going on today. Isn't it nice to look at pictures like that and smile?
It is. It's a pleasant change.
Wow.
Brent Hardy sent this picture of his dad, David Hardy, along with his mom, Glenda, and all the grandkids.
Yeah, that's a bunch of them right there.
Got a whole pine box full of kids around him, doesn't it?
A pine box full.
That's awesome.
That's great.
I want to have me about a dozen grandkids, but I'm beginning to want. I'm lucky. I feel lucky to have one.
Now, before I get to the next one, I want to tell everybody out there that when we ask for pictures of your dad, we ask you to say a little something about him. Those that just send in pictures with your dad's name, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just that we're not, we don't have anything to talk about as far as your dad. And we will be featuring them in the montage as we close out this show today. So please don't get your feelings hurt. But when you don't say anything about them, it's hard for us to talk about them because we don't know them.
Plus, you can reprieve it. I mean, follow-up comments. Like I was watching your Father's Day show, and I'd like to say a little something about my dad.
Yeah.
And we will definitely read that on here,
well,
too.
Pappy, we do read all comments.
We do.
Good or bad.
Even the good ones.
Even the good ones, yeah. Darlita Macaulay Holland gave us this picture of her three sons. All are dads. The oldest is Ken, a wonderful husband, father, and son. The middle son is Scott, an incredible man of God and an awesome man. And the young is Canaan. She says that he has so much responsibility being a single dad, but does it like a champion. He's pretty amazing, and you should be very proud, Darlita,
Absolutely.
Those are some nice looking boys, I'm telling you.
Yeah. And finally, we have the photo of Bianca Dominique's dad, Willie. Here he is pictured with Bianca and her two daughters, Elena and Baylor.
Yeah.
Bianca's a buddy of ours. She's a pretty cool gal.
I hadn't seen Bianca in quite a while, though.
Well,
but
she's busy being a mama. And
she does send comments in. Yeah, she sends comments in. Thank you so much.
I guess I didn't get Pops' picture in on time.
We never received it.
Check your email.
If you only checked all them emails. Well, I apologize to you, Pappy, if that is the case.
I did have a dad, by the way.
Yes, and he was a good man.
He was an awesome guy.
We talked about him quite at length. Let me see. Special K's got something to say. Hold on. Let me get you turned on here. Go ahead.
Pappy, was it a picture that said Pops and
my sister? Yeah.
It's in there, but it's in the montage. We did not know who that was.
You didn't tell us who it was.
Sorry.
Well, by God, you should assume.
Well,
I've seen you do it before.
Where's my turban so that I can look into my mind and see
who
what
the hell is this guy with that good-looking blonde? No, it's not a problem. Not a problem.
Well, I guess the question we could ask all of you folks, what are you going to be doing for your dad on Dad's Day with all this coronavirus crap going on? And they say there's another spike coming. Karen and I went to the doctor. I had all kinds of tests run on me and got a good health report. So, I'm not worried about it. My age, who cares? I've lived a good, long, fruitful life, and if the good Lord decides to take me tomorrow, I can honestly say that it's been a good life.
Well, you never know.
And I certainly hope.
I'm under conviction
now, Lord,
that we were
I didn't mean you to cut me off tomorrow, okay? What I'm saying, though.
He's sitting up there shaking his head going, you dumbass.
There he goes again.
Yeah.
There he goes again.
I'm convinced that before we were even born, we're time-stamped. I believe that.
Oh, I do, too.
Who the hell knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been legally dead 3 times.
Yeah.
I just guess hell wasn't ready for me. I don't know. Devil kept sending me back.
That's not very positive thinking.
Well, it's probably true. I could say heaven's
Good
not ready
Lord
for
of
me.
mercy.
You're thinking, yeah.
Good Lord of mercy.
That's not very right either.
Well, we'll get to that montage that we're talking about with all the pictures that were sent in to us at the end, and Special K worked 3 days putting this stuff together. 3 days.
Guaranteed to put a tear in. She works magic on that stuff.
Well,
we do have some viewer comments, though.
Yeah, we can talk about those a little bit. Why don't you crank us off there, Pappy?
All right. Weston commented on YouTube that he enjoyed our last show. It was a great program, and we deserve to have more subscribers. Mm-hmm. I concur, Weston.
Yeah.
Thank you for sending that in.
Thanks very much.
Thanks for hopping on board with us.
I'd like to say thanks to Kay Hunt, Vicky Landis Latham, Lanny Huggins, the Tex Brat 68, Brian Emerton, Tiffany O'Brien, and Roger Stafford for being the latest subscribers to the Grandpa and Pappy Show. Thank you very much.
Yeah. You guys are awesome. Welcome aboard. TJ Sinclair said on Twitter that if he had the power to stop the rioting, he would use any means necessary to break up to protect honest, law-abiding citizens. This crap has got to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, enough's enough, I mean, hell, if I had the power to stop writing, it would never happened.
Yeah.
I like that kind of stuff.
Before I read this last viewer comment, Pappy, some of you know that are a member of our Facebook page, our group, that I posted something the other day that was sent in to me by a viewer that asked a question.
Yeah.
And the question was, should we have our own White History Month or Confederate History Month? He wanted to know.
I think we
So
should.
I put that out on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I saw that.
And asked what your thoughts were. We've gotten a lot of comments, but there was one lady in particular that really lit into us about this not being a part of what we should be talking about, and that she's never going to watch, listen, or she's leaving the site, which she did, and I told her, I'm sorry you feel that way, but everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah.
And just because you have an opposing opinion, I don't care what it's on.
Yeah.
If it's on racism, politics, anything going on today, if your opinion is different from mine, you have that right as an American to voice it.
Absolutely.
And if it doesn't match your opinion, you have no right to be upset.
How many friends or even family members has that stirred stink up for you?
A few. I won't lie about it.
You know, and I'm under the conviction that wasn't much of a friend anyway. If they're gonna dun you for what you believe in,
right,
and you don't have, or you refuse to have the opportunity to do the same in return, which is a child, it's playground crap. I just don't understand that.
I don't either.
And that's exactly the premises and basis of this show. That's why we formed this show.
That's right. So
to
that
let your voices be heard.
So that you can voice your opinion.
So don't be afraid to voice it just because you might disagree with our platform or what we're all about politically, which is really none of your damn business, but we'll respect your option to be the same,
Finally, James Malloy from Louisiana said he just watched our show on Thomas Gabriel. He says he liked our interview and especially liked our music video we featured.
Oh, yeah.
I'll be damned if he don't sound like like old Johnny.
Old Johnny.
I will probably subscribe and watch some more shows. We'd appreciate it, Jay.
Yeah, hop on board, man.
Well, as we get ready to wrap up this show with this beautiful montage that Karen has done, we want to remind you again of where you can reach the Grandpa and Pappy Show. Very simple with your opinions, your comments. You just if you
bad,
will,
or indifferent.
Yeah, if you will, just send us a comment or an email to grandpaandpappy@gmail.com. Right there.
Or you can hit us up directly on our show website, www.grandpa, the letter N, Pappy, grandpaandpappy.com.
That's right.
And don't be afraid to give us your opinion of the show or suggestions, ideas about something for a show topic. We love having stuff to talk about, and we do listen and read everything that's out there. So
yeah. And our Monday show is going to be dealing with, if you had $1 million, what would you do with it?
Well, probably buy me a new microphone.
Yeah.
For starters.
We really do want to thank you very, very much for joining us today.
And we wish all you fathers out there a very happy
Absolutely.
Father's Day.
And dads, give your kids a big hug for all of those that sent in pictures of you and gave you special kudos, because that just means they love you.
That's right.
And we would appreciate it if you guys keep watching, giving us your comments like Pappy said.
Yeah.
And as we leave you, we want to say thank you and God bless you and have a good Sunday.
And we love you and take care of one another.
And here is the montage we promised you about. Take it away, Special K.